Every year for centuries, India celebrates the festival of Dussehra to signify the victory of righteousness over evil forces. In many northeastern parts of the country, gigantic statues of Ravana, his brother Kumbhakarna, and his son Meghnad are set on fire. These towering statues, often filled with firecrackers, are set ablaze amidst great enthusiasm and cheers from the crowd. But hold on, what you see are not effigies of Ravana burning. Actually, it's not even the festival of Dussehra at all. This is Burning Man Festival, where week-long temporary city known as Blackrock City rises from the dust in the desert of Nevada to host tens of thousands of participants who come from all corners of the world annually. Both festivals feature the burning of symbolic effigies. In Dussehra, statues of the demon king Ravana and his kin are set ablaze, while in Burning Man, the iconic Burning Man effigy is burned. But it raises the question, are Dussehra and Burning Man the same? Is it just the westernized version of the century-old Hindu festival? Let's go ahead and find out. Let's start with the origins. The origins of Burning Man begin with Larry Harvey, a carpenter and artist, and his friend Jerry James. On June 21st, 1986, they built an 8-foot-tall wooden figure on San Francisco's Baker Beach. Larry Harvey has described the motivation behind his act as a desire to overcome feelings of loss and personal difficulties.
So we want people to focus on that force of nature that flows through them, regardless if they're willing.
The act of creating and burning the wooden figure was a form of purification and self-expression. A small group of friends joined them to witness the burning, and this marked the first unofficial Burning Man event. The effigy they burned was later dubbed the Man. But since then, it's been growing by thousands yearly. In year 2022 alone, it held about 80,000 people. Over the time span of 9 days, these groups of people live together and they function together around 10 core principles. Basically, they build stuff and they burn stuff. Next, let's look at some of the differences. Burning Man and Dussehra are two fall festivals that share similarities in burning a large effigy. However, they differ in various aspects. Dussehra is a Hindu festival that signifies victory of good over evil and involves burning a Ravan effigy. On the other hand, Burning Man is a secular celebration of creativity, self-expression, and community, and represented by the burning of man effigy, which symbolizes ego or self. Another difference is the location of the festivals. Dussehra is celebrated in temples and public places, while Burning Man is held in a remote desert location. This difference in location reflects the diverse goals of the two festivals. Dussehra aims to bring people together in a religious setting, while Burning Man is a more individualistic experience. Moreover, the two festivals hold different cultural meanings. One is rooted in ancient mythology and religious traditions, while the other is modern-day cultural phenomena. But both these festivals have one more thing in common, except for burning stuff. The number 10, the 10 evils of Dussehra and 10 guiding principles of Burning Man have some similarities. Dussehra carries a profound message of the triumph of good over evil. The victory symbolizes the 10 heads of the demon king Ravana, each representing an evil trait: pride, anger, greed, attachment, arrogance, jealousy, envy, lust, thirst, and lastly, fear of death. Ravana is burnt, and along with him, all 10 of his negative traits, as we must conquer to achieve personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. On the other hand, Burning Man has 10 principles that guide its culture and values. These principles include radical inclusion, gifting, decommodification, radical self-reliance, radical self-expression, communal effort, civic responsibility, leave no trace, participation, and immediacy. Every summer, people from all races of life assemble in a small city, and after 9 days, they deassemble it and they leave zero trace of any human presence. Well, for most times. In 2023, it's a whole different story. You must have seen it on the news as well. Well, in 2023, it was very different because of the climate change. When its founders first burnt a man effigy on a San Francisco beach in 1986, Burning Man may have been about getting back to basics. But over the years, the reality of the event has shifted from well-kept secret of artists and adventurers to a frivolous gathering of ultra-rich tech bros and their friends to a gone mainstream clusterfuck overrun by new burners seeking new experiences. In 2023, the rains turned Blackrock City and its surrounding desert or the place into a sludgy wasteland.
A lot of people freaked out, don't know what to do, so they're doing the wrong thing all day.
Leaving tens of thousands of wealthy people stuck in the mud. On Friday, September 1st, after most of the scheduled event and the live performances were cancelled due to the weather, Burning Man organizers closed routes in and out of the area, forcing attendees to stay behind and ration their food or else find alternative routes out. Some, like Diplo and Chris Rock, hitched rides with strangers to make it out, but others were forced to wait until the main roads were open on Monday. Well, here's the conclusion. To answer the question, is Burning Man just an Americanized version of Dussehra? The answer is not so simple. While there are some similarities between the two festivals, there are also some important differences. Burning Man is a unique festival that has its own cultural meaning and significance. Having said that, who knows if there is a feeling deep down in all humans that gives this sense of adventure and accomplishment when you burn something. That might be the reason why some people commit the felony of arson. Do these deeply rooted emotions and pleasures have a way to express? And if so, write down in the comments what are some of the other similarities across various cultures and geographies that you notice. If you like this video, or if you like Dussehra or Burning Man, or if you've been to any of these events, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. My next video is going to be when I travel to Ukraine while the war is still going on. You don't want to miss that. See you in the next one, and until then, goodbye.